Hi, my name is Sam Johnson and I am a voice teacher. I'm going to be reacting to and analyzing Sandeul of B1A4 performing Winter Mail at King of Masked Singer.
잊어도 잊을 수 없고 버려도 버릴 수 없는 기억 내게 겨울은 기다림을 가르쳐주고 깊어만 갑니다. 말로는 다 못해서 전할 수가 없어서.
It's kind of cool. He starts at the bottom in a slightly breathier configuration, I think mostly so that he doesn't over-compress his high notes, because then he starts doing this run up, these notes that are ascending up, and as it goes on, that breathiness is lost, and we hear just a very clear sound. I think that's because he's starting breathy, and his tendency would be to over-compress at the top. So going to that extreme, setting it up like that, helps him so that he doesn't over-compress. Another option would be just to back off on the top. But either way, I mean, he's still able to get this really clear top note without any of this compression.
남은 낙엽 한 장에 그리움을 씁니다. 어디선가 나처럼
He has a really controlled voice.
서성의 그대에게 눈물로 내 눈물로 적어내려가 한 줄 또 한 줄 할 얘기가 많은데 너무나.
His vibrato is a little bit wide compared to what I'm used to. That might just be his voice and it might be completely fine, but it also is something that I would look at just to make sure that he's not trying to manipulate that outside of just allowing it to happen. Sometimes when you hold tension in a different way, that can influence the vibrato and make it a little bit faster or wider like this. And it's just something that kind of stands out if something else is unbalanced. That's usually a thing that kind of happens from it. Those top notes are so good. There's just so little weight up there that he can do whatever he wants with his vowel. It doesn't sound like he's just like pulling chest vowel, but it does sound like he's letting it thin out so much at the top that he could, if he wanted, he could go to a really wide vowel, he could stick his tongue out. I'm not sure, and that was kind of, like, I'm not really sure what he's doing with the front of his mouth with that, but it sounds really healthy. And back to that kind of breathier, easier one to counter that compression.
남은 낙엽 한 장에 그리움을 씁니다. 사랑하고 있다고 아직도 난 기다리고 있다고 썼다가 또 지우는 붙일 수 없는
That was nice. That was up to the B flat, which is an actual high note for a guy. And he let it be really, really easy up there. He didn't push into it. And most of the other times that he's gone pretty high up to like the G, he has been doing it very thin. He hasn't been trying to pull a ton of weight up. Because of that, when he goes up to the B flat, it's not anything that he has to adjust. He doesn't have to change anything because he's already been singing below how he needs to sing up high, if that makes sense. He hasn't been beefing up the stuff below so that he needs to make a change. He's been singing the stuff below well, so he doesn't need to make any changes, and he can just hold on to that feeling. It's so much easier to do that, to do the things below the hard notes or below the high notes. Do those well, set up the high notes well, and then you don't have to worry about high notes anymore.
붙일 수 없는 편지.
잘한다.
와.
I like that. He navigates his high registers so well. He doesn't push into it. But the thing that I would want to check is to just make sure that his vibrato is healthy, that it's being produced in a really easy way, and that he's not holding tension anywhere. Like, that vibrato isn't a manifestation of something else that he's doing that might be a little bit unbalanced. And I've heard people sing well and they have this wider vibrato or a little bit faster, and everyone's a little bit different for the conditions that allow their vibrato to be there, but usually it's within a range, and this just sounds like it's kind of at the edge of that range for me. Not that it's gonna devastate his career or anything, it's just when you get this good, it's important to still look at what you can improve upon and what's there as a style choice versus what is just there because you don't know how to do it any other way. So if he's doing this as a style choice, props to him. He's doing a lot of other things so well, but it still is important to ask what you can get better at, even when you're a super good singer. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go check out my description where I have links to my Patreon, my Instagram, and vocalease.net, my website where you can go to sign up for voice lessons over Skype or FaceTime. Thank you.